Picture this. The average American household spent $78,233 on consumer expenditures in 2024. That's up 5.1% from the previous year. During the same period, wages rose 3.8%. Do the math. Spending is climbing faster than earning. The gap between what things cost and what people can actually afford widens every single year. But here's what makes this worse. A significant chunk of that spending goes toward things that were once reasonable purchases, but have quietly transformed into financial traps, designed to extract maximum dollars for minimum value. Inflation alone doesn't explain it. Corporate pricing strategies have evolved. Subscription models have multiplied. Convenience fees have stacked on top of convenience fees. The economy you grew up understanding no longer operates by the same rules. Some purchases that felt normal 5 years ago now border on financial self-sabotage. The math has shifted so dramatically that continuing old spending habits means actively working against your own wealth. This video breaks down 12 things that are no longer worth your money in 2026. Some will seem obvious, others might surprise you. All of them are quietly draining bank accounts while delivering less value than they used to. Number 1. Food delivery apps. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub have fundamentally changed how people eat. They've also fundamentally changed how much people pay for that convenience. Delivery platforms charge restaurants commission fees ranging from 15 to 30% on every order. Restaurants don't absorb that cost. They pass it directly to customers through inflated menu prices. Studies have found that prices on delivery apps run approximately 25% higher than the same items purchased in-store. That's before any additional fees: delivery fee, service fee, small order fee, tip for the driver. A meal that costs $12 at the restaurant can easily reach $22 through the app. That's an 83% markup for someone else to pick up your food. According to research, delivery app prices have increased another 8 to 12% since 2023 alone. The gap between app prices and restaurant prices keeps growing. The convenience argument made sense when delivery was occasional. When it becomes habitual, the math becomes devastating. Someone ordering delivery twice a week at a $15 premium per order spends an extra $1,560 annually. That money invested at 8% annual returns for 20 years becomes approximately $7,800. The delivery apps know exactly what they're doing. The interfaces are designed to minimize friction and maximize ordering. The subscription services create illusions of savings while locking you into consistent usage patterns. In 2026, the math no longer works for regular use. Number 2. New cars. The moment you drive a new car off the dealership lot, it loses approximately 20% of its value. On a $48,000 vehicle, which is close to the average new car price in 2026, that's $9,600 evaporating immediately. By the end of year 1, depreciation typically hits 25 to 30%. Your $48,000 car is now worth $33,000 to $36,000. You've lost more than a year's worth of rent. The situation worsens if you financed most of the purchase. Negative equity, owing more than the car is worth, happens almost immediately. You're trapped in the loan, unable to sell without bringing cash to cover the difference. 5-year-old cars occupy a sweet spot that new car buyers ignore. They've already absorbed the steepest depreciation. They typically don't need major repairs yet. Modern vehicles easily run 150,000 to 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Buy a reliable 5-year-old car, drive it for 3 or 4 years, sell it before major repairs become likely. The depreciation during your ownership period is minimal compared to what new car buyers experience. The average monthly payment on a new car loan reached $738 in late 2025. That's $8,856 annually before insurance, gas, and maintenance. Someone buying used with cash eliminates that payment entirely. Research on millionaire behavior is consistent. The typical millionaire drives a Toyota, Honda, or Ford. The median price they pay for a vehicle is $31,367. They understand that transportation is a utility, not a status symbol. Number 3. Sit-down restaurants. Restaurant prices have increased 35% since 2019. A hamburger at a casual sit-down restaurant now costs $16 to $22 in most markets. Add a drink and an appetizer, and you're approaching $40 for a single person before tip. Two people going out for a decent dinner with drinks can easily spend $100 to $140. That same meal could have cost $50 to $60 just 5 years ago. The value proposition has inverted. Prices doubled while portions shrank. The experience hasn't improved. If anything, service has declined. Drinks represent the worst markup. A $14 martini uses $2 worth of ingredients. A $4 soda costs the restaurant approximately 15 cents. Restaurants survive on beverage profits. The time investment compounds the problem. A sit-down dinner takes 90 minutes to 2 hours. You could prepare a better meal at home in 30 minutes for a quarter of the price. A family spending $200 weekly on dining out spends $10,400 annually. That same family could eat extraordinarily well at home for $600 monthly, saving over $3,000 per year while probably eating healthier. Number 4. Streaming service bundles. The streaming revolution was supposed to save money. Cut cable, pay $8 per month for Netflix, access unlimited content. That value proposition died years ago. Netflix's standard plan now costs $15.49 monthly. Add Disney Plus at $13.99, Hulu at $17.99, HBO Max at $15.99, Amazon Prime Video at $8.99, Apple TV Plus at $9.99, Peacock at $7.99, and Paramount Plus at $11.99. Subscribing to all major streaming services now costs over $100 monthly. That's $1,200 annually, more than many people paid for cable. The platforms deliberately fragment content to force multiple subscriptions. This fragmentation is intentional. Each platform wants exclusive content that you can't cancel. The average household subscribes to 4.5 streaming services, approximately $60 to $75 monthly. The solution requires discipline. Most people refuse to exercise. Subscribe to one service at a time. Watch everything you want on that platform. Cancel. Subscribe to the next one. Rotating through services costs $12 to $18 monthly instead of $75. You still access all the content. Number 5. Fast food. Fast food used to be cheap food. That equation no longer holds. A Big Mac meal at McDonald's costs $12 to $15. Chipotle bowls approach $15. Even Taco Bell now charges $10 to $12 for a basic meal. Fast food prices have increased 55% since 2019. Menu prices rose nearly 10% in 2023 alone. For $15, you can prepare a meal at home with actual nutritional value, whole ingredients, vegetables, proteins. Most simple meals take 15 to 20 minutes. The fast food habit costs the average regular customer $3,000 to $5,000 annually. That's money spent actively degrading your health while enriching corporations. Fast food made sense when a meal costs $4 to $6. At current prices, it fails every reasonable test of value. Number 6. Latest generation tech. The new iPhone costs approximately $1,200. It takes slightly better photos than the phone you already own. It runs the same apps at roughly the same speed. The iPhone 16 versus the iPhone 13 offers almost nothing a typical person would notice in daily use. Yet, millions of people line up every year to pay $1,200 for imperceptible upgrades. Planned obsolescence compounds the problem. Manufacturers deliberately slow down older devices. Batteries degrade by design. The entire ecosystem pushes toward constant replacement. Buy technology one or two generations behind the latest release. A refurbished iPhone 14 costs half what a new iPhone 16 costs. The performance difference is undetectable in normal use. Someone buying new flagship phones every 2 years spends approximately $600 annually on depreciation alone. That money invested over a career compounds into tens of thousands of dollars. Number 7. Expensive weddings. The average American wedding now costs approximately $35,000. That's $35,000 for a single day, one party, 6 hours of your life. Research consistently shows that money is the number one cause of divorce. Starting married life with $35,000 in debt seems like a strange way to begin a partnership tested by financial stress. The wedding industry has perfected emotional manipulation. Everything costs more when the word wedding is attached. Flowers triple in price. Venues quintuple in price. Couples who spend $50,000 or more on weddings are 46% more likely to divorce than couples who spend less than $10,000. A meaningful ceremony doesn't require financial devastation. Courthouse weddings are legal. Backyard receptions create genuine memories. The marriage matters more than the party celebrating it. Number 8. Luxury travel. Airfare costs have increased 30 to 40% since 2019. A week-long vacation for two, flights, hotels, food, activities, easily reaches $4,000 to $6,000. A family Disney trip averages $8,000 to $10,000. Travel has genuine value. Experiences create memories. The problem isn't travel itself, it's travel that exceeds what your finances can support. The average American can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense, yet many of those same Americans take multi-thousand vacations funded by credit cards. Budget travel provides most of the experience at a fraction of the cost. Road trips instead of flights, Airbnbs instead of resorts, picnics instead of restaurants. You don't have to participate in luxury travel. Travel within your means creates genuine enjoyment. Travel beyond your means creates debt that arrives long after memories fade. Number 9. Buy now, pay later. Affirm Klarna, Afterpay. These services have made financing available for virtually everything. The pitch sounds reasonable. Split your purchase into 4 payments, no interest if you pay on time. The reality is more complicated. Research shows that buy now, pay later users spend 10 to 40% more than they would paying up front. Nearly 40% of users have missed at least one payment. Late fees stack up. The free financing becomes expensive debt. The older wisdom remains valid. If you can't pay cash for something, you can't afford it. Every payment plan is designed to separate you from money you haven't earned yet. Number 10. Branded products. A bottle of Tide laundry detergent costs $12 to $15. The store brand version, often manufactured in the same facility, costs $6 to $8. The cleaning performance is virtually identical. Consumer Reports testing consistently finds that store brands match or exceed name brand quality. The generic ibuprofen contains the same active ingredient at the same concentration as Advil for half the price. Household spending on consumer packaged goods averages $5,000 to $7,000 annually. Switching from name brands to store brands saves 25 to 40%. That's $1,500 to $2,500 back in your pocket every year for identical products. Designer clothing takes this phenomenon to an extreme. A plain hoodie from a luxury brand costs $800 to $1,200. The same hoodie without the logo costs $40 to $60. Number 11. Subscription boxes. The subscription box industry exploded into a $32 billion market. The model exploits a simple psychological principle. People love surprises. A typical subscription box costs $25 to $50 monthly. The products inside are worth less than that at retail. The companies profit because you're paying premium prices for random items you don't actually want. Cancellation is deliberately difficult. The services know that inertia keeps subscribers paying long after interest fades. Credit card statements show charges for boxes sitting unopened in closets. If you genuinely want specific products, buying them directly costs less. The boxes aren't saving you money, they're extracting recurring revenue through psychological triggers. Number 12. Premium coffee drinks. A pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks costs $7 to $9. A basic brewed coffee starts at $3 to $4. Coffee at home costs approximately 25 cents to 50 cents per cup. The daily Starbucks habit, a modest $6 drink, costs $2,190 annually. Someone who makes coffee at home for 50 cents daily spends $182.50 per year. The difference is over $2,000 annually. Invested at 8% returns over 30 years, that $2,000 annual savings becomes approximately $245,000. The premium coffee shops aren't selling coffee, they're selling experience, convenience, and social signaling. Understanding this doesn't make it wrong, but it clarifies what you're actually paying for. The pattern. The things draining money in 2026 share common features. They exploit convenience, status, psychology, and inertia. They've risen in price while declining in value. They depend on people not running the numbers. Each category on this list represents thousands of dollars annually. Combine several and you're looking at $10,000 to $20,000 in spending that delivers minimal lasting satisfaction. That same money invested consistently builds wealth that actually improves your life. Your only defense is awareness. Understanding what things actually cost. Understanding what they're actually worth. Understanding the gap between those two numbers. Your money either works for corporations or works for you. In 2026, knowing the difference is worth more than the money itself.